Peoples, just as we weren't going to meet again, however, always is the way. I'm going to put this as one of, or probably 10 or 11 o'clock, or probably the last video on this channel. Now, it's going to go on a new channel again, but you guys probably won't see that unless you're on the same platform as it will be on. Anyway, moving on. Saying sorry. Now, somebody out there, I don't know whether this is to you or from you, but somebody out there, you are having an immense issue with saying sorry, possibly to a child or somebody that you love a lot. You may resonate with trophies. You may resonate with the word or person called Kevin, or any variation of the way that could be spelt. So, all across the world, apparently. So it could be Kevin, or however else it is spelt in other places. Right, okay, I'm looking at... I'll show you what I'm being shown. That is what I looked up at. So whatever that might mean to you, 014 on my timeline. Now, let's talk about saying sorry, shall we? Yesterday, my son, he said to me, come round. He's 22. We do not live together. We can't live together because of our abuse from social services. My abuse from social services. My children's neglect from social services. My abuse from my children and my ex-partner. All schools along the way and all social services since I was about 12 years old, possibly slightly before. Okay, so because of all those things, my son and I, we can't live together. For my youngest son's safety, also, and because of a situation that happened to me, our family, on the same street as us. There was a bit of a... Never mind. But anyway, there's... Yesterday even, we had not a row. It wasn't a row. Because parent and children, they don't row, actually. They shouldn't row. They're not a couple. It's not a joint parenting thing. Parent and child shouldn't be having sort of rows. So it wasn't a row, but it was a... my rabbit is going mad soaring into there. It was an opportunity, as is every day that I see him. Every time I see him or speak to him, speak to anybody, it's an opportunity to conduct myself in an orderly fashion that I should be doing regardless of whatever is happening, because I'm the mum and I'm an adult and that's what's on our shoulders, right? And yesterday, that opportunity came around again, as it always does. But for some reason, yesterday, when I was under attack from him, from his neurodevelopment issues, when they take over, from his anxiety, when that takes over, all these things. And then I feel under attack. And yesterday, for some reason, and I had an opportunity to act as his parent, like I should have done really, even though he's 22, because he has these things wrong. I am well aware that is how I should behave. It's my job. Even at Christmas and New Year, it's still my job. And yesterday, that momentary slip. And I said to him that I didn't want to do something with him that he absolutely needs me there for. Absolutely. And there's other things as well within our conversation. I'll call it conversation. Yesterday, his verbal attack towards me. Because, it's Christmas, and having to see him at Christmas only reminds him that I don't see him as much as I used to, because I had to separate the children for the youngest one's sake. It just reminds everybody. oh, she's come round. Why has she come round? Oh, because she's not here anymore. Why is she not here anymore? And then that negative thought process happens, and it happens without even realizing it, right? So last night, as I always do, if I slip up, I always apologise to my children. So whoever you are, the point of this video for you is, what's so hard about apologising to a child? I am the only person in his life that will actually even apologise to him. The fact that he is my child, if I slip up and I want him to learn how to be a decent parent, Christopher, which isn't his dad, he has raised him and he's paid for him, he's done an amazing job, he really has. He doesn't apologise to him. And he doesn't apologise to anyone, really, to be fair. To know that I'm the one that apologises to all my children if I need to, even the youngest. I find myself all the time checking, actually, I'm not out. Oh my God, why did you say that? You're the adult. Just sort yourself out. And, but whoever you are, this is to do with, this may be to do with trophies, competitions, sports, perhaps in the snow, or perhaps you live or are somewhere where there is snow. Maybe when you were growing up there was snow. Perhaps this is somebody that wants to apologise to you for never apologising to you as a child. Perhaps you're under a lot of pressure. Perhaps you're putting your child under a lot of pressure and something's happened, or someone you love or you care about, and you absolutely know you should be apologising, but you're not, and because what? Because it's a child. All the more reason to apologise to this person, sir, if this is a child. It's all the more reason. It's all the more reason. I don't feel, when I say sorry to my children, I don't feel like, I don't know, I don't feel silly, I don't feel stupid, I feel proud. I feel proud that I can apologise to a child, because if more people did that, a change would happen. Because then we are, as long as when we say sorry, we follow through with that and we try to then change how we behave so that situation doesn't happen again, or if it does happen, it's not as often as it did, a change would happen, and narcissistic people and parents and that slowly would not exist over time, and people would be generally just, nicer to each other. Because I say sorry to my children because I care how they feel when I've spoken, because I'm their main influence. And trust me, we've been up, our family have been up on some struggles you would just but they're placed in our lives, for this very reason. So it causes tension. Which is why, another reason why, when I see that change of energy and think, oh, right, okay, all the more reason again to be the one to go, look, I apologise. Because it diffuses that nasty energy and it brings it to a place where, had you not had the struggles in your life, or your child have them, you wouldn't have this shit. So it returns it to an energy where you belong, not in an energy, a wound up, nasty, negative energy that something is placing. Whether that be a person, something that's happening, or something from the past, it's not the point. Apologising to a child is not a bad thing. It's an honourable thing, I think. Especially, as I said, when I sit there and I'm like, wow, I'm actually the only one out of everything my kids have been through. Everything, all they've been accused of lying about, all I've been accused of lying. Nobody can actually say sorry to my children. But I can. And I do. And I enjoy it. And whoever you are, as I said, when I walked into the other room, I was trying to think about how to do this video. I walked past, I accidentally, the trophy that my son's got in his room almost fell over. Now, in that trophy, there's a little PG Tips, which is tea bags. Perhaps you like tea. It's like a PG Tips teddy thing. It's in a white robe, if that helps you. I think his name is Kevin. I'm not sure. Perhaps you'd have to check. I also saw the top of my red hat, which is there's like a blob on it and it's white. So this could be something to do with snow sports, as I said. Other than that, all I can tell you is, even if it's not a child, even if it's someone else that you care about, do you really care if you can't apologise to them? How much do you care? That's what you got to say to yourself. Don't throw out, oh, well, I love you, oh, and I care about you. If you can't actually show that by, if you've done something as an adult, as a parent, that you would look at someone else as horrible for doing that same thing, then you need to apologise for that thing. Because yesterday, if I was in someone else's house and I heard somebody say that one sentence that I said, because he was attacking me and attacking me and attacking, it was verbal, and I couldn't, and he just, when he gets like that, you're left feeling like you just want to go cry in a corner. But if you do that, showing him, actually, regardless of whatever you did, is in him yesterday. Because trust me, oh my God, I don't know how I'm not actually insane from all this over the years, but that's what I'm trying to explain to whoever you are. I said one sentence to him, which was, I didn't want to do something with him that I know he needs me for, and I left. I should have left earlier, because it would have diffused it way earlier. But in all fairness, I was so not expecting it to happen. I kept thinking it was going to stop, and it just went on until in the end I was like, right, remove yourself now, because no, there is a 14-year-old here as well. But I said something to him that the minute I walked away, I absolutely knew, regardless of what he'd said or done, doesn't matter, 12 my clock when I looked down, I, as his mother and someone that loves him, needed to say to him, look, regardless of what you did or said, I should no way have ever said that. And I did say that to him. I have, and there's no shame in that. And so I don't really understand, whoever this is, if this is coming from someone else to one of you, this is an apology from somebody for how they may have treated you. As I said, all I can tell you is the trophy, what I took as snow, the PG Tips Teddy. I don't know what else to say to whoever you are, apart from, if you love someone and you need to apologise, then you don't love them if you won't, okay? Because surely if you love them, you want them to feel like you didn't mean that. You didn't want to upset them or pressure them or whatever it is for you. Surely if you love them, you don't want them to feel sad, right? Surely? Anyway, I'm going to go. 13:33 on my time as I look down there. I hope it finds wherever you are. I really do. I really do.